You already know what it is. It's your boy Cuevy Cuev checking in with Industry's Most Wanted all the way from the Bay Area. Let's get it.
She got me drinking on tequila every night, spending all my dollars just so she can get fly. Can't get enough of your love like Barry White. I know you bad for me, but baby girl, you just my type. Ain't that a bitch? Girl, you the savage type.
Hey, what's going on, man? It is your girl, TampaMystic, and we are live at the Industry's Most Wanted podcast. Boom. Big Industry's Most Wanted, not the little one. Not the little one. Don't get it twisted, man. Shout out to Cuevy Cuev checking in. Give me some love. Boom. Thank you for being here today, bro.
You know, it's all good. It's all love.
100%. Definitely checking in from Phoenix City, Alabama, which for people that are not familiar, it's right there next to Columbus, Georgia. Like literally cross the bridge and boom, you're there. Definitely. Give us a brief introduction of yourself.
Look, I go by Cuevy Cuev, man. Originally, I'm from the Bay Area, born in Mississippi, Gulfport, Mississippi.
Nice.
Moved down here to Phoenix City, Alabama. Really, I moved down to Smith Station, which we call Mott's. Small town right there, but it's all in the Tri-City, you know. But, yeah, it's a little something.
That's what I'm talking about. Well, listen, it sounds like you've had a journey, moved around a little bit, you know, done some things. So let's just dive right in. What city precisely did you grow up in for, you know, most of your childhood?
Vallejo, California.
Okay.
707.
Got you. Take us back through your journey of growing up there. What was it like for you? What were you into?
It was different. Like, okay, so I'm not going to lie. Growing up, I was a little quiet. Like, as a kid, I was a little quiet. I had a big family, you know. It just got a little different when I started going to school out there. It's a lot different from out here. It's fast. It's fast. So it's like, if you slow down, you're going to get left. You know, you got to keep up with it. Then eventually I moved back down here to Alabama. And at first I'm looking at it like, you know,
it's a lot slower.
Yeah, it's a whole lot slower. So I'm like, I don't know about it. And I kind of adjusted to it and stuff like that. And you know, I like it. You know, it's quiet.
Absolutely.
It's quiet.
I think sometimes that change of pace is good for us.
Most definitely.
Because when you're in that hustle and bustle all the time, like it really can become tough to have that work-life balance because you're always on the go. So moving somewhere like Alabama where they're still moving and shaking but on a slower pace, I feel like that to me, that's the lifestyle I prefer to live. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
That way you can balance everything out. You got family, you know what I'm saying? So that's definitely important. Let's start with your music journey. You've been doing music professionally for about 7 years.
Yes.
Prior to that 7-year mark, were you doing it but not quite taking it so seriously
like,
yet?
So I was doing it. I had a homeboy, his name Santos. We were listening to beats one day, and he used to rap. And he like, man, just do something. So I just put something down on a little pen and pad. Went in the studio and did it, and then my homeboy T, RFPT, Big T, he listened to the song, was like, man, you need to take him out the song and do it yourself. And I'm like, you know, it's not my song, I can't do it. He was like, well, take this serious. You know, you should take this serious. And I've played around for like 3-4 years, just messing around, did a little show here and there. Yeah. You know, but I never took it serious. It wasn't something that I really wanted to do. It was just something that was in me, I guess. Yes.
What was that turning point for you to say, you know what, I need to get my business together because I can really make money at this and take it serious?
Mike Jones.
Okay.
Mike Jones. I was in Mississippi. We did this song with my cousin Tony Famelo. It was called Your Body. The song is out everywhere now, but it was called Your Body. And went to the club, took it to the club, and Mike Jones happened to be there in Mississippi. It was club, don't get me wrong, can't even quote it. This is a long time ago, but we took it to the club and he heard it. And when we got off stage, he was like, hey, I want to jump on it. So he went back to the studio that night.
That's hard because he's legendary in the business.
Yes.
Man, that's one of those pivotal moments for anybody that says, you know what, I've got to step my game up, get my business together, because someone like Mike Jones, that they hear it on the spot, want to man,
say who?
Can't deny that. Can't deny that. So 7 years ago, got your business together. What has your journey been like from, we'll say, day one of taking it professionally?
It's been a struggle. I say it's been a struggle. That's for any artist out here. It's hard. Yeah. If you don't know somebody in this industry for real, or if you don't have the funds to do it, or you can't make the funds to do it, then it's just not for you. You got to have that hustle. And it was a struggle to start off. And then I kind of put it into it as a lifestyle. I took it serious and, made it my lifestyle and built my life around it.
Yes.
And it just started coming natural.
No, that's facts. When you're doing what you genuinely love and have a passion for, it will come naturally.
Most definitely.
Do you feel like now with what you're doing in music, you're fully walking in your purpose?
I feel like I am now. I feel like I'm just getting started though. I feel like I'm just getting started, and I feel like it is my purpose. Like my brand, it is what it is. Iwi.
Yeah.
You know, I go by Iwi. It is what it is, and that's a lifestyle. But when I took that and brought it into music, it became natural. It's like I was meant for this.
Understood. Absolutely. It's your calling.
Yes.
Can't deny that, right?
Can't deny it at all.
So out there in Phoenix City, Alabama,
Yes.
What is the music scene like for independent artists? Is there a good music scene?
It is a good, I'm going to say it like this. It's a good music scene because you have a lot of good people there like Bats United. Shout out
to Bats, man.
You know.
We had a great conversation recently.
For sure. But you got people that really care for the artist and, you know, care for that. Then you got the other side, which is, you know, it's always two sides to it. You got a lot of artists that I'm not going to say feel like they're better than this or that or too good to work with this and that. But, you know, like, it's a lot of competition. And competition can be good, but competition can also be bad.
I agree. No, I absolutely agree because you're right. There are people out here who haven't really done much of anything, but they feel like they're on top of their game and they can't work with people when in reality, like they say, teamwork makes the dream work.
Exactly.
We cannot do this by ourselves.
Nope.
You have to have people around you. You know, I'm blessed to have an amazing OG business partner.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like we have to have a solid team around us, and it's good that you understand that.
Yeah, and I mean it's a part of the game. Like if you can't work together, then it's not gonna work.
No, that's facts.
It's not gonna work.
No, that is facts, absolutely. And people have to have that mentality to understand money comes in numbers, meaning that the more you can come together and work, the faster you're gonna get to your ultimate goal. Artists, stop doing that crap. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's okay to work with people, and it's okay if someone comes up a little bit before you. Feel me? It's just not your time yet.
Like, if I go in with somebody and I feel like you hot, and you doing your thing, if we go in together and we put such and such X amount of dollars behind this video and X amount of dollars behind this promotion, we're going to do it a lot faster than we would do it by ourselves.
100%. And I'm so glad that you chimed in on that. Because artists need to hear this. If y'all do a song together, that means both of you collectively have to put a budget behind it.
Most definitely.
Shouldn't be up to just one artist. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you pay for a feature, you can't always expect them to do that. But if you guys are coming together on a song, both you guys got to contribute to the music video, all that.
Scenery. I promise we'll get there faster.
So what's the two songs that you did with Mike Jones? What's the title of them?
One is called Your Body. One is called Your Body. That was me, Tony Famelo, and a million rhymes. We did a song, and then he jumped on that.
That's when you performed it. He heard.
Yes, and then the second song was She Like How I Flex. He actually had a mixtape he did, Money Train 2, and Money Train Reloaded, and he put that out. I believe it was, I want to say Spin Rilla at the time or something like that.
Yeah.
And he sent me an open verse.
Man.
And I jumped on it.
That is dope. Did you guys get the opportunity to do a music video for either of those?
No.
You think it'll ever come in the future? Maybe
I think so, because the music is timeless. Depending on the song, it's timeless. And the song we have, Your Body, is definitely timeless. One thing he did do, and shout out Mike Jones for this, he came down to Auburn University a few years back and did a show with Young Jock. And his manager, T.L. Harris at the time, called me, came down there with my cameraman and stuff, and he just showed me major love.
Yeah, so you got to connect with Young Jock.
Yes.
Again, another legend in the business. And, you know, now he's out here on radio doing his thing. You know, what was that experience like being able to connect with Young Jock?
It was different. Like, he was humble too.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say it like that. You know, like
TV
paints a different personality for everybody, but he was very humble. He was to the point. He was normal. Like, it just felt like it was normal.
Yeah. Do you feel like meeting guys like, you know, Mike Jones and Young Jock, do you feel like being able to tap in with them, do music with, you know, Mike Jones is enhancing what you already have going on?
Yes.
In which ways? Break it down for us.
In a way, it's motivation.
Yeah.
Because it makes me feel like, okay, so my dreams, my goals, they're in reach. I can reach these goals.
Yes.
You know, like it's not impossible.
Right.
So it helps me like keep going in that manner. Like, okay, well, I did this. So now I'm looking for, you know, to do this, or like Lil Wayne or somebody like that. Like, it's not a far-fetched.
Right. It's not unattainable.
No, I can do it.
You can absolutely do
Most
it.
Definitely.
Who's somebody out there that you want to get a record in with that you haven't? Let's manifest it.
Look, let's manifest it like this. It's 2 people. And I'm going to say it like this. Of course, Lil Wayne, that's my favorite.
Nah, facts.
But then I'm a J. Cole fan.
Okay.
Love lyrics. I'm a huge J. Cole fan.
Where do you think that comes from with you wanting to be like more lyrical or being a fan of lyrical music when we're in an era where so many people just throw stuff together? No shade, but where does that come from for you?
It comes from like realism. Like, so a lot of the music nowadays, it's catchy. You know, some people actually live what they go through, but 90% of it is just an image.
Yes.
If you ask me, it's an image. But when I see somebody like Cole or like a Kendrick or something, you can see that it's real. You can feel it.
Yes.
So it's a difference from feeling the beat and the instrumental to feeling the actual words and what he's saying.
Absolutely, 100%, because I feel like music like that, people resonate with it more because it's real life. It's real life. I know that you've, switched in doing genres and different genres of music. Let's dive into that because I think that's one of the most important things an artist can do is tap into other genres because it opens you up to a new audience. What genres have you worked in?
So of course, hip hop. This is where I started, but then I moved to the little R&B section, and I love that. But then I went on to like a little country pop.
I love it.
I'm loving this feeling because it's like it's the most fun I've had in music in a long time. So I've dived into the country pop, and not to give them too much, but I am working on a country pop EP.
Good for you.
I'm doing it like that.
That's dope because I feel like honestly, country and pop are 2 of the biggest genres out there, maybe outside of rock music as well, because it's going to open you up to a whole broad audience. What type of feedback have you been getting so far on that type of music?
Great. Great. Like it's different. The feedback I get, I'll do it at a hip hop show. Like I'll do a song at a hip hop show on a different
type of shocker.
Vibe. And they're like, hey, you got one. Like it's a different feeling because everybody's coming up doing this same, same thing. And then when you switch it up like that, it makes them pay attention a little more too.
That is facts. And I'll keep it G. I've, as of lately, interviewed a young lady, black female, beautiful, out there in St. Pete. She's straight country.
Oh, wow.
And her music is amazing. Then I had another gentleman here from the Carolinas and straight country. Okay. And he said at first people thought it was like a gimmick. He's like, no, this is the music that I like. This is what I love creating. And I love to see more and more people, from what people would think that they're hip hop transitioning into doing country music. And you said some pop as well. Yes. What about like Afro beats, stuff like that? Does that interest you?
It interests me. I never got into it yet. Yeah. I haven't made it that far yet, but it does interest me. To be honest with you, I want to go all the way down to rock. Maybe not heavy metal,
of course,
but I want to go all the way down to rock. I don't want to put myself in no type of box because I feel like I can create this out of my life story.
No, that is facts because there are some groups out there because back in the day, like, traditional old school rock, a lot of them were groups. They weren't solo singers. Like Pink Floyd is one of my all-time favorites. So amazing. I got to see them in concert and it was just, I took my dad, because my dad's into all that. And man, it was amazing. The people there, the support, the love. It's like if artists today can recreate that type of sound, I really think it could do well.
Yes, because it would be like T-Pain, for instance, when he brought, the auto-tune back and stuff, took it and ran. Yeah. And then now everybody came right behind him. Like, it was something new at the time.
Absolutely. I heard 2 Chainz say in an interview one time, and it's so simple, but it makes sense. He said, get on board or get left behind.
Bingo.
And that is the biggest facts ever. Whether you like it or not, you're going to have to get on board because that's what people want to hear.
Yes. And shout out 2 Chainz too, because 2 Chainz taught me one thing. You have to feel yourself for others to feel you. And I keep that as simple as my performance. Have to feel yourself because if you don't, they're going to look at you like, who is this? Give them off. But if you feel yourself, they're going to feel you.
Yes.
Every time.
That's facts, 100%. If you don't believe in yourself and feel yourself, you can't expect others to do it. It don't work that way. At all. That's like hustling backwards.
Yeah, there you go.
And we ain't doing all that. Collectively, you do multiple genres. Yes. In each one, respectively, do you feel like you have fully mastered the sound you want to put out to the world, or are you still tweaking it a little bit?
I feel like pop, I have to tweak it a little bit. Yeah. But as far as the little country hip hop and the hip hop and all that, I feel like I've mastered what I want to put out to them. My sound is my sound. I feel like it's going to stay that way. You know, make a little tweak here and there, but that's my sound that I want the world to hear.
Being that you do dive in and do multiple genres.
Yes.
When people see who you are, they listen to your music, do you feel like you're fully understood or maybe slightly misunderstood when it comes to the music you're putting to the world?
It can go both ways. Like, I get certain compliments where they're like, they do understand it.
Yeah.
But then, like, I was at work the other day and I'm playing this song and it's been on Foxy 105 like 2 or 3 times. So I'm playing this song, the one that I'm going to do today, Ain't That a Bit.
Yeah.
And this lady was like, oh, she likes the song, this and that. And she was like, who is it? And then I'm like, oh, that's me. She's like, that's not you. And I'm looking at her like, yeah, no, this is me. She's like, ain't no way. That's like, she was kind of like snappy with it. I'm like, oh, Lord. So, I mean, you know, guess it's part of the image, too, when it comes to that. But I feel like they got a little more understanding. You know, they gotta get a little more understanding about me, and I'm going to give it to them.
Absolutely. So what do you feel like it is you could do as an artist to maybe kind of change the narrative on that for people to, like, I know who this is when he walks in the room. I know whose song this is when I put it on the radio.
I think I just got to keep pushing.
Yeah.
Just got to keep pushing and putting my face in front of them. To where the point, like, when they wake up in the morning, they get on their social media, or they go about their day, they see me.
Yes.
That's my goal. They got to see me, and then they'll push all that out the window.
Absolutely. Where did your name come from? Who gave that to you?
Josie. So I have a homegirl named Josie, and originally, like, everybody calls me Cuevis. That's my name, LaQuavis. Yeah. So they calling me Cuevis, and then she's like, well, you do music. Then a day or 2 later, she go, Cuevy Cuev.
I love it.
I'm looking at it like, it's like Flavor Flav.
Flavor Flav.
I couldn't really get with it. And then as it progressed and I kept saying Cuevy Cuev, it just stuck. And
I love
like,
it.
That's gold.
Shout out to Josie for coming up with that name because it really represents who you are because it's, you know, it stems from your government name, but it has that cool twist to it, you know, as a music artist, which is important because you don't never want to come up with a name that somebody else has or that's similar. I didn't at all related to Flavor Flav until you said it. You get what I'm saying? Yes. So not to mention, you know, he's not currently active in the music industry. So I think you definitely did that. What do you feel like right now as a music artist, something that you're maybe slightly lacking in that you need to work on?
Persistence. Persistence, and it's big. I've gotten a lot better. I'm going to say it like that, like a whole lot better. Yeah. But persistence, and it comes with me having my family and stuff like that too, but I understand that this music is a lifestyle. Yes. So yes, my family always comes first, but I have to always make time to push this.
Absolutely.
Always.
Absolutely. I think that you are in the same boat as a lot of other artists, finding work-life balance.
Yes.
And it can be difficult.
Yes.
You've got kids.
Yes.
How did fatherhood change your life?
Oh, man, it calmed me down.
Yeah.
Like, for a lot of people, they say, oh, kids not going to change me. Nah, it calmed me down all the way because it made me look like everything that I'm doing now, they're going to see this.
That's facts.
They're going to see this.
Yes.
And I don't want them to paint their role model as a, you know, something that doesn't interest them in life or something that's going to make them look like, oh, you really did that, Dad?
Yeah.
I don't want that. I want my kids to look up to me and be like Superman.
No, that is facts. Absolutely. Because, you know, I feel like a kid's first love is always their parents, their mom and their dad.
Most definitely.
They're going to look up to you. And again, with you being their role model, they're going to mimic what you do.
Exactly.
So it's like you don't want to never do nothing that you don't want them doing. And we want our kids to do better than us.
Exactly.
Hands down.
Exactly.
That is dope, man. Is there any like upcoming shows or anything out there in your area that you're going to be attending besides coming to the one out here on the 21st in Atlanta?
I will be there. I promise I will be there. I don't know. I'm trying to work on something and do like a little release party, to be honest with you.
Okay.
And get a couple artists. I just did We On Wednesdays with Bats United and Polo. And man,
shout out to that guy, Bats United.
That was a hell of a show. So I want to do more things like that. Like, I'm not big on showcases, if we make that make sense, but this was so different. It was love. It was different. It
Absolutely.
wasn't like a showcase.
Right. Understood. That's why Big and I, our next one, we're calling it an indie concert because we want it to be like a concert for independent artists because we make sure that the right people are in the building.
Yes.
But it's a step that artists can't skip. as an artist on the rise, you have to go out to these events, whether it's called an open mic, a showcase, and it don't matter if there's 5 people in the building. You go out there and give it your all, because you never know, one of the 5 people could change your life.
Can change your life.
Yeah.
You'll be looking like, this is empty. No, it's really not.
Right,
it's
exactly.
Really
not to mention, and not for nothing, it's good practice for being on stage. You're going to need that when you land these roles that are 10,000 people in the audience. 100%. Let's take it outside of music for just a minute. Other business ventures. You have a clothing and a shoe line.
Okay, so look, this is something that was my idea, and I'm not gonna give them too many details.
Yeah,
you know I
it's in the works.
Everything into one, but yes, a clothing and a shoe line, and basically just stepping outside of this music. I want it to be bigger than big.
Yes,
the shoes are gonna be like women and men.
I love it.
My name is Cuevy Cuev, so then. A lot of females call me Cuevy. A lot of men say Cuev. So I'm going to go Cuevies and Cuev.
That is hard.
So I'm going to do something different like that.
You've really put a lot of thought into it, because I say this to artists all the time, because a lot of them want to develop a merch brand or like you said, shoes or something. When you do it, you have to put yourself in the consumer shoes. Would you buy that from someone else and wear it? Like a lot of artists want to sell shirts with their picture on it. Honestly, another man's not going to buy a shirt with a man on it and wear it. They're just not. So it's like, okay, cool. I get where you're coming from, but you want to create something for the people.
Yes. And it makes so much sense that you said that, because I have my shirts with my face on it.
Yeah.
And when I tell you, like, I haven't rebought no shirt. I haven't done none of this to bring it back out, because that's gold. Like, people weren't buying it for real. You have females, they'll buy it.
Females will.
None of my men, unless you were my friend or brother, you were not buying it. And I'm trying to figure out why.
Right.
But it's because big old picture of me.
You have to put yourself, like you probably wouldn't want to buy a shirt with his face on it where that's your homie.
Yeah.
But maybe,
if I ain't know him and this and that, I probably wouldn't buy it because he got his face on it.
Exactly.
So it makes sense.
Yes. And it's like every move you make has to make sense. 100%. Yes. So this time around, you're coming out with the brand, like you said, Cuevy and Cuev. On what are you going to have? Shirts, hoodies? I want
to do everything down to socks. Like,
that's one of the most important. Everything. Everybody wears socks.
Yes. It's
so funny you said that, because a lot of times when artists come in here and tell me they have merch, I'll always ask them, do you have socks? Because I have 2 dresser drawers, shamelessly, of nothing but socks with weird and funky designs on them. I love rocking them in the wintertime.
I'm wearing some right now.
Nah, that's facts. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Also to the restaurant business.
Yes.
Talk to us about that.
I love to cook. I'm a chef. I grew up with pretty much all women.
Can he cook for real? If he's chefing, it's a little something.
Look, but I grew up around my aunties and my mama and stuff, and they just cook, and all I did was watch.
Yeah.
But I love to cook and I love to eat. No, everybody else loves to eat. You have to eat.
Gotta eat to survive. You're a foodie.
If we can make this right and make this business good, then it's gonna go.
Absolutely.
It's gonna go.
What is your aspiration for that? Like is it gonna be like an American traditional? We got a little bit of everything?
So I was gonna go a little bit of everything, but high on soul food and seafood.
There you go. 2 very popular foods that people like to eat. Yes. Let me ask you this. What's your signature dish, man? Like, what's that go-to? If you want to cook someone really important a meal, what's it going to be?
I like my short ribs. People say it's basic, but I love the short ribs. I'm going to be honest with you.
Okay.
I do the short ribs. Like, they fall out the bone. Everything is crazy.
So let's throw a twist in there, right?
Yes.
What do they say? Throw a wrench in there?
Yes.
You have to cook something really important, like for somebody, but they don't eat meat. They're vegan. What you going to cook for them?
Okay, so if they don't eat meat and they're vegan.
Because I don't eat meat, so I'm just, I like to ask that.
Here we go. Nah, well, I'm going to start off with a beautiful salad.
Okay.
We're going to start off with a beautiful salad. Then we might dive into a little pasta over here on the side.
Yeah.
Then I got to get you on the side so you don't eat meat. So we got to get you cornbred?
Yes.
Okay, then we got to do the cornbread. Not the jiffy. We're going to go from scratch. I'm going from scratch with the cornbread. So I'm going to get you in there right there. And I got to find something to bring it all together because you kind of, without don't eat meat, used to just cooking meats. But I ain't really, on the side right there. I ain't ventured into that part. But I am going to get something together for you.
No, absolutely. I ask that because I have a few artists who've talked about getting in the restaurant business because they like to cook. You ain't got to have a full menu of vegan.
But you have to
have some because you don't want to miss out on that. There's a lot of people who don't eat red meat or pork.
Yes.
They'll eat chicken and fish. So yeah, just, have a couple options on there. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't trying to miss no money.
Nope. I want it all. Don't turn around when you walk in here.
How important is it to you as a man, as a family man, a businessman, to have multiple hustles?
It's very important. It's very important because at any given time in this economy that we're in, it can crash.
That's facts.
It can crash. So I can be like, oh, I got this business and restaurant. Oh, that can crash. But I got these shoes over here on the backup. Oh, that can crash.
Yes.
So I got to have this over here too. And then I have a music hustle. Got to have it. And then I go to a 9 to 5. 2 of them.
Yes. Nothing wrong with that.
I mean, hey.
You got to take care of home.
2 of them.
Listen, they're artists. There is nothing wrong with y'all keeping a job because this is an expensive business.
Yes.
You can't fund this, and don't be turning to the streets either, because that ain't long lived. You know what I'm saying? It's not corny. It's not weird to have a job to support this.
Nope.
I've been blessed to be able to do this full time for probably 13 years now. But if I had to go back to work, I would. I wouldn't be too proud. 100%. Bills got to get paid.
Got to. And Lil Russell said that best too. He said, your 9 to 5 is your first investor.
Yes.
It's your first investment. You're 9 to 5. So you can't be ashamed.
Listen, I worked a 9 to 5 all the way until I was probably 38. You know what I'm saying? And then I transitioned and I only transitioned into this full time because my job laid me off because they were downsizing. And I said, you know what? I think this is a sign from God to go ahead and do this.
And it worked.
Boom. And it worked. You know what I'm saying? So, and I give big praise to my OG too, Bigger Rank. And he's put me on a lot of game and stuff like that. We share a space now. So it's been beautiful. Let's talk about your record. It's called Ain't That a Bitch? Yes. Ain't That a Bitch?
Yes.
Okay. And they'll hear it because I don't play it during the interview, but I do an intro, outro of it. Tell us a little bit about the record.
Okay, so this is one of the little country pop hip hop. So the beat that I had got is country. So the beat is like a country beat. And then when I heard it, I'm sitting there, dibble-dabbling in the living room. And I said, instead of going whiskey, let's go tequila. Because I don't drink whiskey.
Yeah.
I drink tequila.
Okay.
So I told a true story about my life, drinking tequila every night, spending all my dollars just so she can be fly. Can't get enough of your love like Barry White. I know she's bad for me, but baby girl, you just my type.
Man.
Ain't that a bitch?
Listen, I think every man's going to relate to that.
It came so natural because I was going through it.
It's one of them toxic situations.
Yes.
And I think those, honestly, are the most difficult to get away from. We know it's toxic. We know we don't need to be there, but walking away from it be so difficult, don't it?
Break my little heart walking away.
Has there an official visual for it yet?
So I have a viral video. So we did like a mic drop, but instead of a microphone, there's a big old tequila bottle.
That's dope.
So we did something like that.
Do a twist on it.
Yeah, so that was just a little viral to get it out there, but we are planning the official video.
Got you. Understood. Who produced that record?
His name is Xavier Beats. I actually bought it, not leased it. I actually bought the beat. So, I bought it off of BeatStars, but I took it down, like exclusive beat. His name is Xavier Lewis, I believe. But he's pretty dope. He has some nice country vibes, some nice hip hop vibes. I fell in love with it.
Absolutely. It fell right into what you're wanting to project to the world. Like you said, that country pop. And I commend you for purchasing the beat. I understand a lot of artists don't have the budget to do so because some of these producers be very expensive. But when you can purchase it, it's yours. You own it.
Get it. They can never take it from me.
That's right. And you don't want to be at an event performing and 2 other artists have the same beat as you.
That would be so embarrassing.
I've been to events like that. 2 times I can recall that I was at an event, one here in Atlanta, one back home in Tampa, where 2 artists performed on the same beat. And I'm like, I know they got to be embarrassed and they didn't know, but it's like.
But it's embarrassing. Because you can get that free beat all you want to, but it's going to come with some free issues, I promise.
Yes. Have you dove into like the engineering side at all as far as mixing and mastering?
I've tried. It's like Chinese to me.
Yeah.
So I tried. Shout out Marco Rich. Marco Rich recorded this record and mixed and mastered it. So I'm looking at him do it and I'm just scratching my head like, nah, I'm going to stick to it on this side until I can get comfortable enough and, financially situated where I can take the time and just sit back and do it. Because I would love to record myself.
Yeah.
But, man, shout out to them guys. It's hard.
Yeah, I mean, at some point in time, if you could get a setup at the crib, at least record yourself.
I have a setup.
So what you waiting on?
Man, the It's Chinese, and I gotta look. YouTube do teach you everything, so I do need to take some time and do that. But man, start from scratch.
Record yourself and send it out for the mixing and mastering.
Okay.
Because I feel like artists, in majority of my talk to that have a setup at the house, say they catch, and not for everyone, but most of them catch more of a vibe because they don't feel rushed.
Yes.
They can just take their time. They can go back and re-record as many times as they need to. They can wake up at 3 a.m. and say, you know what, I'm going to walk over here and record something. So just a thought, and then you send it out for the mixing and mastering. Not to mention it can save some money too, you know?
Take heed to that. I'm going to take heed to that, seriously.
100%, you know?
That's real.
Since you got the equipment, make it do what it do.
I appreciate that, for real.
Absolutely. Does other ventures like film at all interest you, you know? Being on the big screen?
Being on the big screen does. So I'm a character in real life.
Okay.
So I like to tell you, like, when I'm around my family, friends, whoever it is, I'm myself. I'm a character, and I feel like acting would be something that I would love to do.
I could see you on the big screen. You got the image.
I love to do it.
You should. And there's so much longevity in it.
I just don't know where to start. I'm going to say it like that. I did a little research, but I don't know where to start on that.
I think my biggest advice on that is, especially out here in Atlanta, and I can even point you to a couple of them. There's a lot of directors, you know, film creators out here in Atlanta that do it on the independent level, but it's a great foot in the door. It gets you that experience, gets you your IMDb credits, which you need, you know what I'm saying? Yes. So definitely I can send you a couple of them that constantly are doing independent films. I've been blessed. I was in the Hotlanta movie, which was super dope. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, doing stuff like that, tapping in with these independent people, I'm going to definitely, and sync licensing, getting your music in film. That's another big one as well. There's a website, and this is for any artist out there. One of the main ones is called taxi.com. Just like a taxi cab, taxi.com. And you can even break it down by genre. So they might be looking for a country record. Boom, you could submit it. It might land in commercials, films, TV episodes.
That's big.
That's that big money right there. That residual income. So y'all see him on the big screen coming soon.
Let's go. Let's go.
You've been doing this for a while. You've experienced some great things, meeting some great people in the business. You know, you got music with some legends. Anybody just starting out, drop a gem on them.
If you just starting out, I'm going to say like this. Don't be like me in the beginning. Stay persistent, stay consistent, and stay true to yourself. If it looks like it's too much, or it looks like too much to handle, or something you're not comfortable with, then just don't do it. But never give up and never stop. Don't take a break. Don't do none of that. If it feels like it's getting hard, use that pain and keep going.
Man.
Keep going.
What does Cuevy Cuev do to stay consistent?
Look at my family.
Yeah.
Look at my family and look at my situation I'm in and look at it like we can be better.
Man. And that's what we should always aspire, is to do better. The only person we're in competition with is the man in the mirror.
I'm trying to tell you.
Us.
I'm trying to tell you.
Period.
Like, seriously.
So we are approaching a new year.
Yes.
What is something that you will guarantee in 2025 that you will get done that maybe you didn't quite get to do in 2024?
Iwi. So my project.
Yeah.
Iwi. It will be done. It will be out. It will be out there big time. I'm going to go ahead and manifest this too. Iwi will be out there big time. It will be one of the biggest albums, one of the biggest records that has ever hit the game. I'm going to say it like that.
Man.
Guaranteed.
It's still in the works right now?
Crazy part is it's pretty much done. I'm adding like little here and there, but it's done. It's been done for like 2 years.
Wow.
Seriously.
You've taken your time with it.
Artwork to everything, it's been done for like 2 years.
How many tracks can we anticipate?
11.
Okay. So it's a good project. It's not too long, not too short. It's
11.
A true album.
Yes.
It's a true album, most definitely. Let me ask you this. Something that I've been seeing a lot of artists doing that I'm a big fan of is they're getting back to direct-to-consumer sales.
Yes.
You can still put your music on the digital platforms, but there are websites out there now where you can put your music up there for sale. Are you here for that?
I'm here for it.
I know that's right.
Lil Russell. Lil Russell taught that. Man, he's big on that.
Even.biz is one of the biggest ones out there. He co-signs them.
There we go. It's real.
And a lot of artists are making more money selling their music versus, because streaming, it's a slap in the face what they're paying you.
It is. And you get your true fans, like your true core fans. Those are who really rock with you. Not just, I'm going to play this song because it's hot, I'm going to play it for the party. No, your true core fans go purchase that.
Yes, 100%.
Yes.
I actually sat down with someone that I know and respect very much in this business, and they're getting ready to launch Street Runner Records. And what they're doing is kind of a twist. Artists can put their merch up for sale. When someone buys a shirt or a hat, they get the music for free.
Oh, wow. That's dope.
And so it's a great way to promote your merch. And the bonus is the music. So you could put a $50 hoodie up there. They going to buy it, but as a bonus, they get their single to go along with it.
That's hard.
Man, artists are going to make so much money doing this.
Yes.
And they'll even help you develop your merch if you don't have it, which you've already got that in the works. So once that's fully launched, I'll put you on game with that as well. They're based here in Atlanta.
That's hard.
Yes, definitely.
That's hard. That's full independent. Cut out the middle, man. Seriously.
Facts. Do you desire to stay independent?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You can. There are certain, let me say it like this, there are certain deals that I would take to, I'm going to say stepstone, and I'll just be honest, like a stepstone. But I want my career to end independently. I want to own everything I have. So I own my masters now. I want it to stay that way.
Yeah.
I want it to stay that way. I don't want no behind the scenes. They done made 60 million when I just made 20. Nah. I want it all.
I agree with you. One person that I respect that does that is Russ.
Yes, Russ is big.
Russ is like, and he literally produces his music, he owns everything.
Everything that he has, he owns it.
Like,
he owns it.
That is amazing.
And I think, like, I could be wrong, but I think that's one of the reasons, like, because, you know, it's a machine that works behind it. I think that's one of the reasons that he's not, like, everybody knows Russ, but it's one of the reasons he's not forefront.
Exactly.
It's because he has all of his, so the machine's not going to, you know, do all that. But shit, if I was him, I wouldn't care.
No, that is facts. You are absolutely right. You don't hear his name as much as you might hear a Drake.
Yes.
But honestly, he might be making, if not more than what he is, because he owns everything.
Everything.
I would want to be in that position too.
Most definitely.
I'd be like, I ain't got to be on the forefront. Run me my coin.
That's what it's about.
100%.
That's what it's about.
Where can we get you at next?
As of right now, you can catch me at the indie concert. What is it, November 21st?
Yep.
Let's go. I'm going to be out here.
Definitely.
I'm going to be out here. Crazy Atlanta.
Absolutely. That is
For
fire,
sure.
man. Listen, I appreciate you. You drove out here today, you know, brought your fam with you today, you know, brought your homie with you today. Thank you for being here. Is there anything else coming up in the works that we did not touch on that people need to be put on game with?
After Ain't That a Bitch, you know, I'm doing this right here. I got a single called Grab My Hand.
Okay.
And I want to say this is fully pop, actually.
Nice.
It's a pop song, but it's going to be on the same little album, Grab My Hand. Viral. Vicious.
Let me ask you this, since you mentioned that it's fully pop. Do you feel like as an independent artist, or just an artist in general, that you have to market each genre a little different, or is the process the same?
The process is pretty much the same. I have to tweak certain things, like I'm not even going to say the way I dress or nothing, because when I did the country one, I didn't even have to step out. I was myself.
Yeah.
So I feel like I don't have to change nothing as far as marketing, but the people.
Yes.
So just the people, literally that. But as far as me, my image and stuff, nah. I just feel like it's the people I have to target for that.
Absolutely. You want to keep it 100% true to yourself, because you're going to gain your most organic fan base that way. And you ain't putting on this facade. That's like a full-time job doing that right there.
Yes, it is.
We ain't got time for that.
It's hard. I'm going to save that for when I come act.
There you go. Then you can go into character.
Yeah,
100%. Where can people follow you on your socials?
At Instagram, you can follow me at official Cuevy Cuev. That's official, Cuevy, Cuev. Facebook, you can find me at Cuevy Cuev, Cuevy, Cuev. From YouTube to Twitter to what is it called? TikTok, all that. Cuevy, Cuev.
Have you got a website yet?
No, I had
Put that on your list. CuevyCuev.com.
CuevyCuev.com.
Coming soon. Yeah, I tell artists all the time, just as a quick gym, because we don't own our social media.
Yes.
They literally can snatch it from us at any time. Get a website. You can put your merch up there. You can put your videos up there. You can put your music up there.
Okay.
It's very, very inexpensive. It's like $10 a year, maybe 14 at max.
CuevyCuev.com coming this year.
You know, because I own multiple websites, because I feel like at any time they can take my socials from me.
Yeah,
People can hack it or whatever. So we ain't trying to do all that. So CuevyCuev.com coming soon. So I'm talking about, I'm going to hold you accountable.
I'm going to do it.
It's your homework assignment.
I'm going to do it. Got you.
I know you have a lot of people that love you and support you. Who do you want to give thanks to, give a shout out to for supporting you?
I'm going to give a shout out to my beautiful fiance and my kids, of course, immediate family, mom, dad, brother. Shout out to the support system. I love Bash United. You know,
that guy.
If I call that man, I don't care if it's 3 a.m. If he here, he there. He gonna do it. He got the artist's best interest. I'm gonna say it like that. And then shout out to the Most High.
Yeah, and yourself. Shout out to yourself.
See, people don't do that. Let me pat myself.
You have to. It goes back to that, like, loving and believing ourselves first. Shout out to you, bro, because you've done a lot in your time in this music industry. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I appreciate that. And I look for, and shout out to you too.
Thank you.
Like that.
I appreciate it.
I look forward to doing a lot of work with you.
100%. Let's make it happen. I got one last question.
Let's go.
Where are we at?
Industries.
Big Industries Most Wanted, not the little one.
Industries Most Wanted, not the little one.
What makes you the industry's most wanted?
What makes me the industry's most wanted is I'm just different. Let me talk to y'all. Look, I'm different. I'm nothing like, and this is not on cocky. This is confident, pure confidence. I'm different. I'm something new. I can do anything. And someone who can do anything is a dangerous threat to this industry. So that's what makes me the industry's most wanted. So y'all can come find me.
I know that's right. Thank you for being here. Give me some love.
Let's go.
Boom. We up out of here, y'all.
She can get fly. Can't get enough of your love like Barry White. I know you bad for me, but baby girl, you just my type. Ain't that a beat?